What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we need to do this kind of quick because the brackets close in 5 minutes. I am doing my official YouTube bracket today. This is the bracket that's coming on YouTube. I'm going to show you guys it. I'm going to be doing updates of it every week, but we don't have a lot of time. I kind of procrastinated this to the last second, so let's just hop right into it. So I'm going to pull my phone right now on the screen. Here it is. There it is. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to create a new entry. All right, so here we go. So, of course, in the South region, I got to pick Virginia. I love the team. #1 seed against 16. That's really nothing's gonna happen. For this pick right here, Creighton versus Kansas State, I'm gonna go with Creighton because they have a very excellent resume. I gotta go with Kentucky right here against Davidson. It's kind of a no-brainer. And I'm gonna go with the University of Arizona over Buffalo. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Loyola Chicago versus Miami. Miami doesn't have that great of a resume. They're good. They're not that good. So, and Loyola Chicago's actually got a relatively decent resume. So I'm going to pick the upset here and go with Loyola Chicago over Miami. Tennessee versus Wright State. You gotta go with Tennessee. Nevada versus Texas. I really wanted to pick Texas, but I looked at Nevada's resume and they've beat some pretty good teams, so we're going to go with Nevada. Cincinnati versus Georgia State. Cincinnati, pretty self-explanatory. Go down to the West. Xavier over Texas Southern. Man, I want to pick Texas Southern, but I got to go with the 1 seed in Xavier. Missouri, Florida State. I'm going to pick Missouri just because Michael Porter Jr. is on the team. I feel like he'll be able to lead them at least into the round of 32. Now, Ohio State versus San Diego State. I'm going to have to go with Ohio State. Gonzaga versus the 13th seed. I don't know who that is. I got to go with the Zags. Houston versus San Diego State. I've been picking San Diego State in a few of my brackets, but just for this one, I'm going to pick Houston because I think that's what's actually going to happen. Michigan versus Montana. Got to pick Michigan. Texas A&M versus Providence. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Providence over Texas A&M. And then, of course, Carolina and Lipscomb. Got to go with Carolina. Into the East region now, we are going to go with a Villanova over Radford. I love how Alabama's playing. Virginia Tech's got a pretty good resume, but Alabama cannot be beat right now, so I'm going with Alabama. Then we got West Virginia, Murray State. West Virginia's been excellent all year, so let's go with West Virginia. Wichita State over Marshall. Wichita State. Florida versus St. Bonaventure. I'm going to go with St. Bonaventure because they played very well in their first 4 game. I know it was against another 11 seed, but they looked very well. They didn't just kind of BS a win like Syracuse kind of did last night. They really played good. So I'm going to go with St. Bonaventure over Florida. Texas Tech over Stephen F. Austin. I'm got to go with Tech. Arkansas versus Butler. I think Butler's a better team, so I'm going to go with Butler. Purdue and CSU Fullerton. I'm going to go with Purdue. Midwest region, Kansas versus Penn. A lot of people are saying you should pick Penn because Penn's going to beat Kansas. Let's just be real. Kansas is a 1 seed. I'm going to go with Kansas. Seton Hall versus NC State. I'm going with NC State for this game. Clemson versus New Mexico State. New Mexico State's played very well, and I'm going to pick New Mexico State as an upset over Clemson. Auburn versus Charleston. You got to go with Auburn. TCU Syracuse. So see, if ASU would have won in dominant fashion, I would have gone with ASU, but Syracuse and ASU played one of the most brutal basketball games I've ever watched in my life, so I've got to go with TCU. Michigan State and Bucknell. Got to go with Michigan State. Rhode Island versus Oklahoma. I want to pick Trae Young, but I'm not. Rhode Island. And then Duke, of course. Coming into the round of 32, we're going to go back up to the top. I got Virginia over Creighton, just pretty self-explanatory. Arizona over Kentucky. Tennessee over Loyola Chicago, and Cincinnati over Nevada. So the 1 through 4 seeds made it through. In the West, this gets a bit interesting. We're going to go with the Xavier. I have Ohio State upsetting Gonzaga. I'm going to go with Michigan and North Carolina. In the East, we got to go with Nova. I got West Virginia beating Wichita State. I got Tech moving on over St. Bolivar, and I have Butler upsetting Purdue. I don't think Purdue should have been a 2 seed, in my humble opinion. I don't think they were as good of a team as people think they are, so I'm going to have to go with them. In the Midwest region, I've got Kansas. I've got New Mexico State upsetting Auburn. I don't think that's going to happen, but, just for kicks and giggles. I'm going to go with Michigan State and Duke. Into the Sweet 16 we go. I have the University of Arizona upsetting Virginia. I have Cincinnati beating Tennessee. We go into the West. I've got Xavier and North Carolina. Going to the East, I got West Virginia beating Villanova, and I have Texas Tech. Going to the Midwest, I got Kansas beating New Mexico State, and I have Duke beating Michigan State. Into the Elite Eight, I have Arizona beating Cincinnati, North Carolina beating Xavier, West Virginia beating Texas Tech, and I have Kansas beating Duke. Going to the Final Four, I wanted to pick University of Arizona, but North Carolina is just too good. We were going with North Carolina. And then in the battle of West Virginia, Kansas, I'm going to go with Kansas. Going to the national championship, I have North Carolina winning by the final score of 75-69. And I did not do that for the trolls. That's legitimately what I think it is. So we're going to submit. We have selected UNC. So I'm going to go up here. So let's go in. These are all my other brackets. I've done a few. So we're going to rename it right here. Oh, what's happening? Back. So I'm going to go right here. Rename it. This is the YouTube bracket. So that's it. So that's it, guys. If you let me know in the comments what you guys think about my picks. Do you like them? Do you not? Let me know what your pick to win the national championship is. Actually, let me know what your Final Four pick is. Let me know who your 4 in the Final Four are. But that's basically the end of the video. I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible. Literally, as we speak, Rhode Island, Oklahoma just tipped. So as the first game, I'm going to try to edit this real quick and get it out to you. If not, it might be out in about an hour or so. But that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, no, today's a double upload. So I did miss a few days over spring break, so to make up for that, I am doing a few double upload days, and today is one of those days. Later today, you will get the trailer for the new Arrow episode, which is on tonight. So look forward to that. We will see you later for that other video. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later.